In the cold silence of deep space, 12 alien leaders gathered to watch a video that would change everything. What they saw wasn't a superweapon, a new species, or a strange discovery. It was something far more dangerous. A group of humans, outnumbered and outgunned, doing the impossible. These were not advanced warriors. They had outdated tech, fragile stations, and little time to prepare. But what they did sent fear across the galaxy. The room inside the alien ship was silent. 12 different alien leaders watched a recording on the large screen. What they saw made many of them nervous. It changed how they thought about war, about danger, and about humans. "Play the video again," said Leader Zahn. His green skin turned lighter, a sign of fear. The screen showed a small human space station floating between Mars and Jupiter. It looked simple, a ring of modules with solar panels spread out like petals. The date showed the footage was from 3 days ago. Suddenly, 3 red pirate ships appeared. These pirates were known across the stars for being ruthless. They attacked weaker targets and showed no mercy. In minutes, they used energy weapons to disable the station's defense systems. "So far, this is normal," said War Leader Kell. "Pirates attacking weaker stations is common." But then something unexpected happened. The humans did not surrender. Captain Bill Hayes appeared on the station's screen. He looked calm, focused. He gave the order. "All staff to battle stations. This is not a drill. Begin emergency procedures." The aliens watched as humans rushed into action. Security teams put on pressure suits and grabbed old-fashioned weapons. They used guns that fired metal using chemical explosions. "Their weapons are very basic," said Science Officer May. "They should not work against modern energy shields." But the humans did not fight in the usual way. When pirates cut into the airlock, Lieutenant Sam Rodriguez and her team opened nearby air vents. In zero gravity, the strong air currents pushed the pirates off balance. "They are using the environment as a weapon," said Tactician Dren. "Smart." In the engine room, Chief Gary Powell was working fast. He told his assistant they could overload the pulse generators to stop the pirate ships, but it would damage their own systems too. Powell nodded. "Damaged then dead. Better damaged than dead." Leader Zahn paused the video. "Look at this. The humans are willing to harm their own systems to win. No other species does this." Outside the station, a small repair craft moved toward one pirate ship. Officer Lisa Chen was inside. Her ship had no weapons. She floated behind the pirate ship and released a cloud of metal dust. The dust stuck to their sensors, blinding them. In the science bay, Dr. Frank Morris backed up all research files. He told his team to leave with old data, to confuse the enemy if captured, give them the outdated files, make them think we are less advanced than we really are. In the medical room, Dr. Helen Ward protected injured crew. When part of the wall broke open, she shielded her patients with her own body. "They do not fear dying if it helps others," said mind reader Shint. This is not logical, but it is powerful. The most shocking part came next. Security Chief John Bennett led a team into a pirate ship. Their suits were thin, their weapons basic. Still, they fought their way inside. "Impossible," said one alien, but it was not. The humans used hand signals instead of radios. They made simple traps that avoided detection. Even after being hurt, Bennett kept going. He wrapped his wound and kept leading. At the end, they took control of the pirate ship. Bennett gave the enemy captain a choice: retreat and live, fight and die. The pirate captain gave up. Leader John stopped the video. The room stayed silent. "We thought humans were primitive. We were wrong." War Leader Kell nodded. "They lack high technology, but their thinking is dangerous. They adapt. They do not quit. They act even when afraid," said Mind Reader Shint. "This is rare." Leader John stood. "Change our first contact plans. If this is how they fight during a small attack, we must never threaten them." Science Officer May added one last thought. "This was just one station. There are billions of humans on Earth." The message was clear. Humans were not weak. The real fear was not what they had done. It was what they might do if fully prepared. Contact Earth. We must build peace, not war. 3 days later, the alien outpost near Jupiter got a message from home. The pirates were angry. They thought the humans got lucky. Now they planned a full attack on the human base on the moon. They are making a mistake, said May. That was not luck. That was preparation. The alien sensors spotted the pirate fleet soon after. 7 large warships moved toward the moon. On the surface, alarms rang out. Colonel Alan Foster activated emergency plans. He sent a message to Earth. Unknown ships are heading for the moon, preparing defenses now. Earth replied quickly. Admiral Kate Wilson appeared on screen. Help is on the way. Hold the line. The aliens watched with surprise. There was no panic. Civilians moved to safety. Soldiers took position. They are ready, said Shint. But they have never fought aliens before. They prepare for threats before they happen, said Dren. That is rare. In the science lab, Dr. Olivia Johnson activated EMP generators. If the enemy landed, the pulse would crash their systems. But that will hurt our systems too, her assistant warned. We prepared for that, Johnson said. We can fight in the dark, they can't. The pirates fired at the colony's power center, but the visible generators were fake. The real ones were hidden deep underground. All teams, begin Operation Flanker, said Colonel Foster. Air units, launch. The aliens watched in awe as small human ships flew from hidden bases. Their designs were not in any database. They built them in secret, said Leader Zahn. Pilot Greg Martinez led the first squadron. He told his team to use the moon's gravity and craters for cover. The small human ships flew fast, attacking quickly, then hiding again. The pirate ships were too big and slow to respond. One pirate ship dropped too low. Johnson triggered the EMP. The ship crashed. Earth's backup fleet arrived. It was a mix of military and civilian ships. Still, the humans had a plan. Admiral Wilson gave the order. Split into 3 teams. One hits head-on, one flanks from behind, one stays hidden. A classic trap, said Cal. Old, but effective. The final move shocked the aliens. The hidden group launched metal boxes. They attached to pirate ships and released tiny machines. These micro-robots ate through senses and weapons. They have nano-swarms, whispered May. We thought they weren't ready for that. When the pirate flagship lost weapons, Admiral Wilson gave them a choice: surrender or be destroyed. They surrendered. Leader Jorn watched in silence. The humans did not win with better tools. They won with better thinking. What worries you most? Asked Shint. Jorn pointed to the screen. They fight harder when protecting others. That makes them dangerous. News of the battle spread across the galaxy. At a special meeting, the 12 species discussed the matter. In all my life, I have never seen such strange warriors, said High Counselor Vex. They should not have won, said Minister Kroll. But they did, twice. Leader Jorn nodded. That is why we must be careful. They do not act like us. While the council talked, the pirates made a new plan. Their top commander, Krex, was furious. We will not test them again. We will strike Earth directly. This time, they will fall. On Earth, the United Nations met. Admiral Wilson spoke. The pirates are coming. We must be ready. Defense Chief Wong said that Operation Guardian was ready. In orbit, civilian stations were quickly changed into defense hubs. Engineers worked non-stop. Dr. Linda Chen showed her secret project, the Swarm. Small machines working together in huge numbers. Have they been tested? Asked General Rivera. Not in real battle, said Chen. But our models look good. Good enough, said Rivera. Get them ready. 3 days later, the alien observers saw the pirate fleet. 23 warships. This was no raid, it was an invasion. Should we warn the humans? Asked Shind. No, said Cal. We are here to watch, not to help. They already know, said Jorn. He was right. Earth's early warning systems had spotted the fleet. Admiral Wilson spoke to her forces. This is the moment. They believe better tech will win, but we have something stronger, willpower. The final battle began. The biggest in human history. The humans used old tactics and new machines. They fought smart. They fought hard. In the end, the pirate fleet was defeated. Most ships were captured, not destroyed. The Alien Council gave their final report. Humans were not just another young race, they were something new. The message to all members was simple: do not fight the humans. Invite them to join us. It is better to stand beside them than against them. Humanity had survived not because of advanced weapons or superior machines, but because of something far harder to measure: willpower, unity, and the refusal to surrender. The Galactic Council updated their records that very day. Humans were no longer labeled as a developing race. They were seen as something new, a force that learns fast, adapts even faster, and stands together in the face of destruction. They were no longer a curiosity to be studied, but a power to be respected. Across the stars, one new rule was quietly agreed upon by every member of the Alliance. If you find yourself in conflict, avoid Earth at all costs. Because humans are not the strongest, nor the most advanced, but they are something far more dangerous. They never stop fighting.